went to the white man's college because I wasn't open with my mind yet. My third eye wasn't open yet. But if Melissa would have went to any school in the United States, I would have went there.
Kevin, please.
That's
hilarious.
If she would have went to Hampton, I would have been like,
right.
you.
So if she went to Spelman, you would have been.
What y'all mean? Weak ass. This discrimination is what it is. I would have.
Ken would have had a wig on for the full 4 years. Hey, girl. You study for your test? That girl is big and loud.
I would have been right there at Clark or Morehouse if she went to Spelman. But the majority of the choice was like, it wasn't even a thought really, because everybody in my class was going to UW. It wasn't like, and honestly, the counselors in Washington were not like, as a black student, you have options at HBCUs. I don't think my counselor even knew what an HBCU was. Because they don't come past the Texas, really.
Yeah.
Like, there's no...
I don't know.
In El Paso, there was none.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tony has a vendetta against El Paso.
El Paso.
I can name 5 worse cities than El Paso.
What?
Bakersfield is the #1 worst city.
But no, it's got to be big.
Bakersfield's not big?
I think Bakersfield's...
No, not like El Paso.
So
El Paso
what do you mean
is
by
big.
big? What's big?
How big is El Paso?
El Paso's huge.
Minimum 500,000 people.
It's got a lot of military.
Bakersfield is small.
That doesn't count.
Why does the big
Because
matter?
it's a lot of shitty small cities. But El Paso is a big city.
678.
See?
El
That's
Paso's
big.
humongous.
That's like
It's
Portland.
bigger
That's
than,
bigger than Portland.
Wait,
Wait, is
Texas
at the bottom?
cities
Is
that
that
get
also
way
at the
more
bottom of
recognition.
Texas? Where is
Down in the
It's
West Texas
very
town
West
of El
Texas.
Paso. You
Yeah,
guys like,
very West Texas.
you
on
know
the
that
border
song.
of Mexico and New Mexico.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
literally,
It's over there.
So the wall,
you
they
can
got
see
the wall
Mexico.
over
1,000.
Yeah, you
There's
can
the
see
wall.
Juarez from El Paso.
Juarez is closer to your
El Paso
car.
is bigger than Portland.
Yeah.
El Paso
That's
is
what I'm saying.
crazy.
That's
like
how whack it is.
it's not whack.
It's a waste
Why?
of bigness.
What makes it whack? It has
Because
everything.
it's huge.
Tony,
But
what
what
happened
does
to
it-
you?
what is it
What happened to
missing?
you in El Paso?
It doesn't have any character.
Everything.
We used to
It
go
has
all the
Spanish
time.
character?
No. El Paso is bigger than Boston.
El Paso is
That's
humongous.
crazy.
That lets you know
this
how
sound
whack
sucks.
it is.
It's just
This city has to be awful.
It's that
For a
big
city to
and
be
nobody-
that big and nobody
nobody
talks.
cares.
They didn't even have like a salsa after them. No,
it's
there's
not
no
that-
what it
songs.
is. Tony,
There's
Tony
no-
hates the Hispanic culture.
No.
There's so many Hispanic culture. El Paso's rich
lived in New
Hispanic
Mexico.
I
culture.
lived in New
He
Mexico
makes-
for years.
Man, give me
He's a
this.
New Mexican.
New
Is that the
Mexican.
term?
El
for
Paso
that?
just doesn't
Do they
have
go by that?
it's way too big to not have a professional sports
Yeah.
team, like a major one.
That's
No
big.
protein.
No protein.
No personality.
We got what's the personality?
no character.
Yeah, El Paso.
There's no
I
vibes.
just
There's
think
no
doesn't
nothing.
have personality.
Yeah, it
El
doesn't
Paso
need a
sounds like a minor league baseball town.
It is.
Oh,
The
we gotta-
Diablos are big.
Oh,
El
we got,
Paso.
we got a
Escort.
3-gamer in El Paso this weekend.
El Paso is the first.
You come to El Paso-
All 5 black starters.
Yeah.
In an NCAA team, and they won, and they had a movie.
Yeah.
How's that for character?
That's great.
Yeah, it still
But the
feels like
movie
a town.
flopped.
Yeah.
Did it?
Was it Glory Road?
Glory Road.
Nobody saw that movie.
I love Glory Road.
El
Two people
Paso
saw it.
sounds like a town you go to on a bus.
Oh, you
Yeah,
definitely got to take
it
the Greyhound.
You
We
bust
bought-
to
you
El
you get
Paso.
out the Greyhound in
Yeah.
El Paso and get
Not
some
even
lunch.
boat. You can't
You
do
bust
boat or
to El
Nah,
Paso.
It's
you
just
hear the
Greyhound.
big.
You don't fly to El
Where we at?
Paso.
El Paso.
You
know
got
you-
10 minutes to use the bathroom.
You know
before
you can see Mexico from here. That's the appeal. You can see Mexico from here. That's all they
People are
got.
coming and going.
That's it.
You got the university, UTEP.
Yeah.
You have El Paso's really big though because of
Yeah.
the military base.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a military
Yeah,
town.
Fort Bliss is
A lot of military towns.
A lot of
Trash.
military towns out there.
humongous
Yeah.
Tony,
military.
something
Yeah, yeah,
happened.
yeah.
A lot of military
There's
towns
some
is
trauma there.
trash.
Yeah.
What went down
Except for
in
San
Venezuela?
Diego. San Diego is probably the best military
Diego,
city
yeah.
of all
San
time.
Diego is not. Yeah.
San Diego's the best city in
San
America.
Diego is a city that you don't feel like the military should be there.
Right.
I mean,
Like, what are you doing here?
Norfolk is a good
They're
military
not.
town. It's by the water.
Yeah.
Norfolk. It's
It
by the
is.
water.
Norfolk's
you
great.
got all of
Okay.
all of the branches.
Yeah.
Norfolk.
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 San Diego is a city that the military has a hard time being serious in.
Right.
It's a little too nice. You need the
If I
military
get
in a
stationed
bad
in San
town.
Diego,
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
less.
you need to send them out to Edwards,
Oh my God.
where they can't be happy,
El
That's
Paso.
so they can take their job seriously.
Yeah.
Chris, what's the name? Chris, the guy who's Guardians of the Galaxy. He has a military show based in San Diego. What's his name?
Chris Pratt?
Chris
Is it
Pratt.
He has a what?
The Terminalist.
Wait, was he? Oh, the
Terminalist.
Amazon.
He is fantastic.
Is
show,
that
by the
out
way.
already?
Oh my God.
It's on Amazon.
It's out. But it's based in San Diego. And it's just like, how you keep the people? The military gets you in those crowded towns, and you're just like, I'm not even going to leave the base.
Yeah.
But San Diego
But it's
fantastic.
serious. They train the SEAls down there.
SEALs
It's
are in
crazy.
San Diego?
Yeah,
Over there.
It's just like El
active.
Paso, man.
Every time I go down to San Diego, I'll be seeing the big helicopters doing stuff.
It's
I'm
the
like,
real
man,
deal,
they
yeah.
real out
No,
here.
they got stuff
No, we're
going on.
safe.
But what's the 5 cities worse?
Well,
you had your list
I
together.
wasn't going based on
'Cause
size.
you was
but
giving me small.
5 cities.
Bakersfield
Bakersfield is trash.
is trash.
But
Yeah.
that's too small. What about like
It's too small.
what about like an Indy? What do you think about
Okay,
Indy?
Indianapolis, I hate that city.
Yeah, Indy's
Aw.
El
It's a
Paso
big
is
city.
worse.
Indianapolis is just like
El
every other
Paso's worse
Midwestern
than
city.
Indy?
If you
Absolutely.
hate Indianapolis, you hate
100%.
Milwaukee, Detroit.
100%.
I know, I love
You
Detroit.
hate all of those cities. It's the same
Indianapolis, I hate. Cleveland stinks.
It's the same
El
thing.
Paso is worse.
Cleveland is one of
It's
the
because they're
worst.
so hard to get to.
It's the same as Indianapolis.
It is. First of
Yeah.
all, Indianapolis is way more old and industrial.
Yeah.
This
than
country
you
is
realize.
more country than I realized.
I was like,
It
All
is.
of the Midwest is country.
No, hold on.
Yes,
now.
it, come
No.
on, Tony.
Not
Chicago's in
compared
the
to
Midwest.
Indianapolis.
Chicago's in the
Indianapolis
Midwest,
and Chicago
technically.
do not look the same.
there
No,
are
no, no.
parts.
It's
Oh,
crazy
there are
that they're that
parts of-
close.
But
Huh?
to
The
but
outskirts.
No, we're not talking
Come on,
outskirts.
no,
The
not-
inskirts in
You on the
Indianapolis
outskirts.
is country.
there's parts of Chicago, Indianapolis, Cleveland, you wouldn't tell where you were.
You don't know.
Yeah.
If you're just on this
Detroit, all
block
of
and
them
you're
are
saying
all
you're in
the
Chicago
same.
now,
And just
oh, okay.
some cold breeze comes
Bruh.
off water. The
brick
wind-
house.
Yeah, the wind is disrespectful there
That's
too.
what-
Yes.
The way that it
Big
hits.
disrespect.
It's I
That's
don't-
what 3.
Cleveland is better than El Paso. Wow. They got sports teams.
They got sports teams.
They're always gonna get that.
Rock and Roll Hall
I
of
don't know
Fame's
why
great.
they can't get a team down to El Paso. I
Okay.
don't know what's happening.
They got the Browns. They got the
They
Cavaliers. They
got
had
the
LeBron.
Guardians too.
Come on now.
But I
They,
hate them.
they filmed Avengers
Buffalo,
there.
New York stinks.
But they got Niagara Falls and a sports team.
I can't defend
Buffalo.
but they got Griselda.
I've never
they got Conway the Machine.
Rappers.
They got West Side
Rappers,
Guns.
that's
They
the
got
reason.
Benny the Butcher.
What about
Name
They got the
them one by
Buffalo
one.
Bills.
what about Jacksonville? Jacksonville's
I like
I
Jacksonville.
love Jacksonville.
You
Only
love
So wait, you
Jacksonville.
like Jacksonville and you don't like
I'm
Indianapolis?
gonna tell you
I
why.
like
though.
Jacksonville.
Jackson, and this is
It's huge, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
gigantic.
way bigger than you
It's
think.
the biggest city in Florida.
Yes, I've had so many great shows in Jacksonville. I can't rate it lowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had great shows in Indianapolis, and that always seeps into my. The
Jacksonville.
Cleveland
Yeah.
Improv is in the worst place. It's on some docks,
Yeah.
drug deals.
It's an old
Sex.
bridge. It's
Yeah.
mildewy,
Oh,
bad.
it's
Oh yeah,
just
you gotta
murders happen.
play hilarities. This is a nice club.
And Pittsburgh, yuck.
They're all the
Hate
same. I
Pittsburgh.
hear this. I hear all same city. Those
Pittsburgh.
are all the same
Yeah.
city.
Train tracks.
I think, but here's the difference.
Destruction.
Kill
When
don't
you
like
go
the
there,
Only
Midwest.
thing
you-
Pittsburgh got
Pittsburgh
is
is not
a
the
football
Midwest.
championship.
But when you
Kinda,
go there,
though.
you
All
know
the same
that's
city.
the problem with Jacksonville. Is Jacksonville? I walk around. I'm like, it's nice, but I don't like it here. Like I've never
What
seen
don't
more
you like?
people. I've never seen more people smoking at the beach
No. Yeah. It's
than in
Florida.
Jackson. No, Jacksonville. That's not it. People just go, oh, gotta get this fresh air.
It's big though. That's one thing. It's too big.
Yeah.
Jacksonville is huge.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. The number one thing to do, according to TripAdvisor in El Paso, is this scenic overlook. Look at that drive.
The
Oh my God.
overlook.
This is the scenic overlook. I'm only defending El Paso because Tony's coming at it.
El Paso
As a
sucks.
resident of El Paso, it's the worst
You
city.
know it's
I couldn't-
trash.
I
Why
couldn't
you
wait to
doing
leave.
this?
You're saying all the stuff I said. There's nothing to do here.
Number
the
five.
worst.
The number 5 top thing to do is the National Border Patrol Museum.
Stop this.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, man? Trash.
Greg, top of this episode, El Paso sucks. That's on the ranking.
Trash.
That's number 5.
Why is
That's
there a
number-
museum for Border Patrol anyway?
Oh,
Big business.
The
in El
zoo
Paso.
Big
is
business.
9. This is a sad
What's number
zoo.
2?
Number
Like, what's up? What's top 2?
Number 2. Okay, here we go. The number 2 is Hugo Tank State Historic Site.
Oh my God.
Number 3 is Franklin's Mountain State Park. These are just
There
That
you
might,
go.
that might be cool.
Mountain State
yeah.
Park, guys.
4 is the Plaza Theater, and Border
See?
Patrol.
Mark
and then-
Guida, who's on Patreon, said, I saw Kev live for the first time in Indianapolis, but I'd rather go to Chicago.
Oh,
Like, she
see?
lives in Indianapolis. I would rather drive to a respectable city like Chicago.
I can't defend Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
But it's better than El Paso.
New Year's Eve, Helium Comedy Club. I'll be there, everybody. I'll be there, and I'll be
New
happy
Year's
to be
Eve.
there. Yeah, I'm not a great New Year's Eve choice, but I'm not. I mean, it'll be a good show.
That's a good time. One night on, you doing the full weekend.
I'm doing the full weekend.
Okay, yeah. I'll be in Tampa for New Year's Eve.
Hold on.
Yeah.
At the Tampa
Trying to see what's
Improv.
up.
One
I
night
think
only.
Texas has like
Yeah.
5
We'll
in the
text.
top 10.
We'll
Two
send
shows, right.
screenshots of Tampa versus Indy on December
I
30th.
like Tampa's better.
Yeah.
El Paso is the 22nd largest city in the United States.
See what I'm
no
saying?
Wild.
I'm
No
gonna
clue.
I'm gonna list
Had
you
no
the
clue.
10 cities after El Paso:
See?
DC,
Oh.
Dang.
Las Vegas by population. Las Vegas, Boston, Portland, Louisville,
Whoa.
Memphis, Detroit, Baltimore, Milwaukee, Albuquerque. Albuquerque is much larger than I thought it was.
I like Albuquerque.
All of those cities be popping. In terms
Technically,
of
it's
people
bigger than
mentioning
Atlanta,
them.
but
Well,
Atlanta
I
has a
don't know
bigger
about that. What-
metro.
Yeah.
All of those cities get mentioned by people.
Nobody brings up El
Nobody
Paso.
They don't bring it
says
up.
El
You're right.
Paso
No, that is
except
true.
the salsa.
Nobody says El
Except
Paso.
the salsa.
I was on my
That's
way
it.
to being the most famous
They
person
don't.
from El Paso, black person, until Khalid came
But
out.
you're from like 5 places.
I am.
Yeah.
Like, let's get down to
But
it.
the
Yeah.
first
Where are you
ti-
from,
So,
my brother? Where
Where
from,
do you
brother?
say you're from?
It depends. I honestly don't feel like talking about it ever.
Okay. Okay.
When you're a military brat, I
you-
usually just say I'm a military brat.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like
That's Mel,
the
my wife
conversation.
too. Same thing.
I don't
They're from
wanna-
nowhere.
most people don't have this experience.
Yeah.
You just live in the same place or you move once.
Yeah.
So I was in El Paso from 1983 to 1993. 10 years, which is enough to say you're from there to
Right.
me,
Yeah.
right? Then I moved from there to Virginia for 3 years. North
Virginia, what
Carolina.
part?
Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay.
Fort something. Dang, I don't remember. Alexandria, Virginia.
Fort Military.
Fort Army.
Fort Armed
It
Services.
was actually just a fort my
Virginia,
dad
I
built
really
in the
can't
living
remember the
room.
military
He
base
set
there.
up the
Fort Fatigue.
They're saying my mic's messing up. Let me see. Say that correctly.
Fort Fatigues.
Fort Belvoir. That's the name of it.
There it is.
Somebody's mic is cracking.
They're saying it's staticky.
Is it my mic?
Thought it was just me, but the mic is going out.
So
Hold
it's
on, let me
just-
listen on
It's
YouTube.
just their computer.
He's blaming them.
Yeah. He's like, I don't hear it, but it's them.
That's on your gateway.
Is
Let
it
me-
his mic? Maybe somebody else.
Cow
Let
computer.
me listen on my laptop.
It's Cornelia's energy.
Hey, come on, man.
That's
Hey,
cracking.
my brother. How are you gonna do this? what gives?
No,
Because you quit stand up.
I am. Hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
Sick of you,
I'm gonna
man.
come back. I'm just tired of y'all.
Did you see at the store the other night?
1,
after
2,
8
3,
years,
4, 5,
Rosie
6, 7.
O'Donnell came back.
To stand up?
Stand up. She just said after 8 years off.
Really?
You know,
Yeah.
the strike got everybody coming back. Will
You know,
Ferrell was
yeah,
doing stand up.
that's
like,
true.
up in
Everyone's
the
like, so the
Midwest over
stand-ups aren't on strike because we won't unionize because we're drug addicts. We would never do it.
Right.
do it.
They've tried, like stand-ups tried to unionize before.
Okay,
They'll never
it's
do
okay
it.
now.
Never.
But that's funny. The strike.
So
got
10 years in El Paso,
the strike.
3 years in
Oh,
Hey,
we
Fort
I
moved
Belvoir,
on. That got boring.
3 years in Fort Bragg. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Back to El Paso for 10th grade. Then Washington for 13 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started rising in popularity from Washington, and I came from Washington to LA. So people are like, where you from? Oh, I moved from Washington. So that's why it's like, you from Washington, me from El Paso.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't
13
feel like
years
it.
in Washington, though.
That's a
long
lot.
time. During
Want to take a quick break from the show to talk to you about today's sponsor, Earn In. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earn In. Earn In is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earn In app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. Listen, Kevin, 10, 12 years ago, really could have used this. Small children, tight income situation, no room for breaks. Just give me my money and I could leave a tip if I want to. Just give it to me and I'll give it right back. I could have did that. Make Earn-In a part of your financial routine and join Earn-In's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earn-In, I think about financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earn-In today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google app or Apple App Store. When you download the Earn-In app, type "saw this" under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Once again, "saw this" under podcast, subject to your available earnings, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earn-In is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. And now back to the show.
your formative
From
years.
60. That's what I'm saying.
years,
I said
yeah.
I was
yeah.
born in El Paso,
Yeah.
born and raised in El Paso, but I became a man in Washington.
I mean,
From
if you
16 to 29, I
yeah.
was in Washington.
I mean, if you have to choose between Seattle and El Paso,
Well, it wasn't even Seattle, though. It's Tacoma.
I'll take Tacoma.
Tacoma's
I mean,
still
I'm
better
further away.
than El
That's nicer
Paso.
than where I was at.
Tacoma
What's in
gritty.
Tacoma?
Yeah.
The smell.
What is
The
that?
dome.
There's a paper mill there that
That's like Alabama. Where is it? There's a city in Alabama that
That
smell
smells?
like greens. Like
Oh,
college.
yeah.
the
Yeah,
whole
it's a paper
time?
mill. Yeah, it
This-
smells
yeah.
like greens.
paper
Yeah.
mill emits
used
the
to
worst
at
Yeah,
least
smell
back in
ever.
the day.
Really?
Back in the
It smells like
90s,
you
it
think
smelled
someone
like
farted
collard
in the car in
It's
Tacoma.
hot,
It's
but-
Tacoma aroma is what they call
Dang.
it.
They call it Tacoma Arona. So yeah.
It's had a little come up, but it's like not to do my bit here, but it's like still not that nice.
Alabama. Yeah, it smelled like
Anniston, Alabama
collard
stinks?
greens. We used to go on college tours in high school, and we went to the Alabama schools. Soon as you pull over that off that freeway, it smelled like green juice. I'm talking
Dang.
about.
Collards?
Yes,
Mm.
it smelled like collard.
You don't
greens.
want your city smelling like that.
Paper mill smell awful.
All right. Well, we're here. I saw this on the internet. This is a podcast where me and my comedian friends, well, two of my comedian friends, and Cornelia works a regular job here. She
My friend in HR.
She's a civilian.
my comedian friends and my friend in HR.
Kevin.
We talk about random stories on the internet, and sometimes we just chop it up before we get to that. Today we have Cornelia Stradwick, Dustin Nickerson, and Tony the Baker. Yes. Today's first topic. Oh, and also the comedians don't know the topic before I say it. All right, today's first topic. Oh, I must say this too. All the topics from today's episode are from you, viewers like you, who submitted them to Internet at Kev on Stage. You guys have done great. All we ask is that the stories are old, not pop culture, not new, but they're funny and interesting. So today's first story. Woman goes viral for buying a 1998 Ford Escort.
Escort?
Oh,
The Escort?
Escort.
Escort?
Oh.
For Escort?
Was it split or was it
Hold on now. What they buy?
Sorry, what was
Who
that?
made that? Where is that? Made?
was it short or was it the long
Is it
skirt?
Ford?
gotta-
It's a G? General Motors.
Is that I'm gonna look that up on Urban Dictionary. What's it?
Ford Escort
Mhm.
for $289 a month for 84 months. This is the picture of her car.
Oh, look, she happy too,
Aw.
though.
$289.
She about to turn up in that
So 84
Escort.
months is what? 6 years?
Jesus.
289.
A little
a
over
month.
6 years?
How many miles on it? Did it say?
800,000 miles.
What?
I'm sorry, no.
How much? How many?
Oh, it didn't say. It didn't
Oh.
say. I was just guessing.
Oh, how many months was that?
7 years?
Oh.
Oh, 72 is 6 years.
How many? I
You
need to know how
dub?
many miles. My daddy got a 1993 Cadillac with just above 100,000 miles on it.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it?
90.
Was
So
the
I
owner
need to
just
know the
sitting on
amount.
it?
It was his. He never really. He just drove to work and came home.
They don't say
Went to
how
the
many
grocery
miles
store.
is
Went
on
to the
it.
bank.
Dang.
It got just
Yeah.
over 100,000 miles. How many miles on the Escort?
It didn't say. It didn't
She
say.
just bought this?
She just bought it
Aw.
February
That's not her
this
first
year.
car.
A 98?
I know. It got the bow.
That's
It has the
A
bow on
98
it.
Ford Escort,
Dang.
289.
My brother had like a Ford Escort back in the day. He got it in like 91 though. And I wanted one. I was
Listen,
like, man, I
what's-
want one.
So, but maybe that's her first car.
And listen, y'all can say what y'all want. I would have been this baby.
Yeah.
I paid my 96 Honda Civic. I ain't never said this out loud. I don't believe. It was a 96 Civic. I turned in my Ford Focus and got myself and Melissa a car. I got a 96 Civic for $99 a month. The whole loan was like $4,000. And I was like, monthly. The guy was like, you don't have $4,000? Monthly, please.
Oh my God.
I got 99 every month. And Melissa's dad was like, 99? I
And
said,
who-
you know how much money $4,000 is when you're like 20?
That's a lot.
Oh, that's
dog.
so much.
How?
Yeah.
I'm not, how? I've never,
My
at that
nose
time, I
would've
never even
bled.
had $1,000.
Yeah.
I've been like
at once.
4,000. I'll never get a car. Never seen that kind of money.
What was your down payment?
No down payment.
No down-
So I
no
was
down
proud.
payment, yeah.
Let me tell y'all what
Zero
I got.
down.
Yeah.
2 cars. I bought 2 cars that day. I bought a Honda Passport, which I didn't realize was just an Isuzu Rodeo with different words on it.
Right.
And I drove that, and I got
Honda
Melissa a
Passport.
car.
Yeah.
And we had a 2003, I believe, like Ford Focus.
Yeah.
Turned that in for 2 worse cars. But because I got 2 cars,
Yeah.
I was like, came home, I was like, Look what I did, baby. It was
Man.
like a 96.
Yeah.
Huh?
So wait, what was your first car?
My first car was a Geo Metro,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the driver's door didn't close. So it was
Didn't
red.
close?
Didn't close all the way. It would never stay closed. And the guy who gave it to me, it was a gift.
This is why he drives bad.
Yeah.
He had to get used
Oh,
to
yeah,
Holding the
Right.
door,
Right.
holding the door in place.
I didn't know. I turned on the freeway, and the door opened, and I was just like driving Melissa around with my arm out the window. Eventually, it kept getting worse and worse. Like, it would stay closed for a while, but if you
Yeah.
turn, it would open, and then eventually it just didn't go.
Yeah.
So I
That's-
taped red duct tape around it. And I remember one time I picked Melissa up, and I opened her door, and she was like,
Door. It's like when your hands are full and you got to put something under the arm, but you're doing that your driver's side door
1,000%.
on
Holding it.
I-5
For
Holding
how
it
long
closed.
were you doing this?
in the
Well,
rain.
I taped it closed probably like 2 months in.
But wait, you taped it close, so every time you got in the car, you had to put a new little thing of tape.
No, you
No,
went
no,
out
I-
the passenger.
I went out the passenger. Or in
Yeah.
the summer, I just climbed in the window
Wait.
like a
Yeah,
NASCAR
You
driver.
went in
Oh, so you had to get in through the passenger
so
side.
you
Yeah.
climbed in the passenger seat. onto
Was it
the
gray
driver's
Did you
tape?
set up the little net?
Red
That's
tape.
Oh,
You
red
set
I
up the
found
little-
red
That's
tape so
terrible.
people wouldn't know immediately.
This is terrible.
So one time I opened the door from Melissa, she was like, "Thank you." I was like, "I
I
actually
got to get
Yeah.
up in here
let me
first.
just
Yeah.
slide by
She
you real
really
quick."
liked you.
This is
She
awful.
loved me.
This is how much I watch movies. I immediately went to an action sequence. So Kev gets jacked by a villain. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, all right, you get in the passenger seat. I'm gonna steal your car. You stay right here. Kev was like, all right, go ahead and drive the car. And the villain doesn't know about the door opening, so he driving
Yeah.
reckless. He driving. He hit the corner. He just fly out of the car. Kev was like, he got in the wrong car today. I immediately thought of that scene. Because he going to be driving ready. He not going to buckle up.
Not my Geo.
Oh, no.
He just robbed the bank. He was like, man, move over. And he just flies out of the
Fell out
thing,
the
the money bag, money flying.
You picked the wrong Geo Metro.
It's Robert De Niro from Heat. Just get in the cockpit. Flew out of the whip.
That reminds me of Heat. The worst part is the nigga from Allstate.
Oh, Usher's dad.
He was working at the cook in the
Man.
back line. He recruited him at work.
At work.
Hey, man, you cooking eggs? Come rob this bank. He was like, you know what? You right.
Right. He cussed the manager out, man. Fuck you
Yeah.
and this job. You feel me? I'm about to bigger and better things, baby. Fast forward to him getting shot in the
Got
head.
shot
Yeah.
like 12 minutes later.
But you
During
know,
the same shift.
same
Same
thing.
shit.
Same thing though, as you saw that car and you knew there was a point in your life where you would be that person. I bet you've each had one job where you're like, I would pursue a life in crime.
Oh,
I do
absolutely.
it every day.
Instead
I
of
still do
this.
it now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talking about
100%.
right now. I'm a little
100%.
If the right
I'm
opportunity
tired.
came
I'm
about,
40,
yeah.
okay?
100%.
When I was busting tables at Outback Steakhouse, if the right person would have come in and said, "I can give you an opportunity,"
Yeah.
it would have been a different crime for me. I'd probably cooking meth. I don't know, the glasses or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was me at
Absolutely.
Enterprise. I worked at Enterprise
Yeah.
right out of college.
Oh,
So you washing cars, full suit on. I'm in the hood of DC. I'm in Northeast on Benning Road in the hood, washing cars, scraping
In a
off
suit.
windows and
Full
shit.
suit.
Full suit.
Wow.
I interviewed
You
for
used to
that
have to wear a
job.
suit.
yeah,
They
used
told
to
you
make you
that
wear
the-
suits.
you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
wear suits.
The
Yeah.
every
management
day.
training program, you're like, you're going to be a manager, but also if a car needs to be washed, you
Get
going to
back
wash
Yeah.
it.
there.
Wow.
Get
In your
back there
suit.
and wash. So you out there vacuuming with the goddamn the thing, the
Wow.
hose.
You got to throw your tie over
You
your
gotta be like spraying you in the face. People used to steal the cars. We would have to steal them back. It was no peak online.
You didn't
Listen.
have to steal
Oh my
You had to
God.
steal a car
So
back?
when you work in the hood of Enterprise, you know people be trying to put down fake credit cards, cash.
Yeah.
They be putting in, they be coming in with coupons like I got a coupon, $20, like anything. Somebody stole a Nissan Sentra. We couldn't find a Nissan Sentra.
And your boss came to you and said,
No, so I went.
you got to steal it back."
No, I went down the street for lunch.
Uh-huh.
And the dude who stole the car was working behind the counter at the Subway.
He stole it and he was at work.
He went to work.
He went to work in the stolen Nissan
I look
Sentra.
in the parking lot. The car is in the parking lot.
Yeah.
He had tinted windows on it. He tinted it out
He tinted it
and
out?
put the
Before he
little
went to
spinners on it.
Subway?
This was weeks back, like weeks.
Oh,
had
weeks
passed.
later.
We couldn't find the car. Weeks passed.
He
He
took
had
his-
tinted windows. He put the spinners on it.
He couldn't afford the car and the tinted windows. I can get the pieces.
Wow.
He's
I
like,
just
I
need
do
to
put
steal
this
the car.
together.
I got plenty of money to dress it up.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I went back.
I
took
got
my
the- I can
sandwich,
afford the
grabbed
furniture.
my sandwich, went back, and was like, "Yo, the car at Subway." So my boss was like, "Yeah, let's go get our shit back." So we
Or
went to the
like
Subway.
he's
Let's get our stuff
like
back.
he's Mr. Enterprise.
Man, he was like, let's go
He's
get
a
our
little
shit back.
So we got in the car. He had the spare key.
Yeah.
We go inside Subway like, hey, act like regular day.
Yeah.
He gets in the car, drives off. Boo, boo, blew the horn. So the dude and something.
He
Like,
blew the horn.
like his stuff was in the car.
But he
He
can't
did
leave.
this?
His CDs was in there.
You should have got a raise for that.
Did you look at his CD collection?
I
Yeah.
didn't look at it, but it was
I'd
like,
have been all up
You
in
should
there.
absolutely get a
CDs.
raise for that because you can go to Enterprise and go, we added value to this car.
We are.
We brought this thing back worth more money than it was before.
It's
This is
just
a
sat in the
this is a
back.
premium rental now.
well, it just sat in the back. It
Oh,
was just in the back with the
He's
spinners
making
on
an
there
Italian
and the
BMT
timber.
and he's watching his stolen car get
Yo.
stolen.
Yeah.
You want more
He was
let?
like,
Oh, hold on a
He
second.
can't even get mad.
Hey, what happened? They stole my stolen car.
Oh, my stolen car, man. My stuff is in there. He had a sandwich in his hand. My shit is in there.
lettuce.
The meatball subs.
You lose a lot of credibility when you get your car stolen back by Enterprise. Who stole your
suits
car?
A group of
Nah,
kids in
this-
suits.
Right.
We were all under 24 years old. Like
That's
we were all
crazy.
This
children.
23-year-old girl in a suit stole.
So what happens after that?
The car's a wash because you can't put it back. You can't re-rent it. Once somebody does stuff
Really?
to it,
Yeah.
he put tinted windows on it like the hubcap spinners. Like you can't do nothing with
I would
it.
love to rent it. I imagine
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
listen,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
we got the Sentra with
Yeah.
the tinted windows on the spare.
Yeah.
Give me that. I don't
Yeah.
want
You couldn't rent it.
Elantra.
So it hits your books as like a loss.
Was charges
So
pressed?
why y'all steal it back then?
Because it was the
That's what I'm saying.
You're
What's
not
the
just gonna
mo-
take the car.
Oh,
Like,
principle.
it's the
Y'all stood
principle.
on. Y'all was
Yeah.
standing
Like,
on
you can't be
business.
standing
Yeah.
on business.
We
You
stand
can't
I would
take
do
the
that.
car.
Yeah.
I'm like, you think you gonna steal on my shit?
Exactly. You
I'd
gotta
have
set the
pulled up.
precedent.
Let me
Like,
get the steak and cheese, foot long, with everything on it. You got any?
Toast it. I need-
You got more peppers in the back? Go get the peppers.
You gotta let the community know.
I'm skeeting out tough too. He come back with the peppers. He like,
with the cheese
they
bread.
got me, man. They got me. The peppers.
The peppers, man. I knew it was something about the
Something
peppers.
about the peppers.
Don't nobody ask for the peppers.
Because I looked for everything that was missing. I was like, y'all ain't got no black olives in here? Look at the black olives out the back.
Stealing the Enterprise car back with the screwdriver. Y'all had the key, nah, man.
Nah.
Who's stealing it?
You peel out the Enterprise E in the parking lot.
Man,
Just like-
that's a wild story.
that's
No,
crazy.
we
Get
had
the
to describe
peppers.
that.
Get the peppers out the back, man. I know you got them
I'm
back
gonna
there.
fresh chop them up now. You want anything else?
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, in my stolen car.
That was funny. The CDs, man. We used to have a full.
A book
Oh,
of CDs.
The booklet of
Booklet.
CDs was
Oh.
this big.
I still
Thick.
got my book.
I still got my
What-
book.
I still got my
That's
book.
why.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
why
I
our
got all of
generation.
You can't get rid of the book.
I got all my
Mine was
booklets.
full of burnt CDs.
Yeah.
Nah,
Still
I-
got those two.
that's
As
what you
a
could tell. You
Christian
can
man,
see the evolution
as a Christian
of my
man, you were
financial-
burning
He was-
CDs.
I really struggled with that.
Yeah.
I really felt
Were you
guilty
burning?
about
Were you
burning.
burning Christian
guilty.
CDs?
I never bought burning
Right,
gospel
right,
music.
burning
You
Kirk
wouldn't burn
Franklin.
gospel music.
Couldn't burn gospel
You
music.
would steal
Oh,
from the.
so you
would
were fine
steal
with
from the
ripping everybody-
heathens.
the secular people off. huh?
Your hungry David needed some bread in the temple, and you,
I bought Kirk Franklin Hosanna. I burnt the Jackson 5 greatest hits. Downloaded all.
Dang,
Dang, dog.
that's
But
disrespectful.
that booklet would take up your whole passenger seat.
That's
Absolutely.
why. That's why
No,
our
yeah.
generation is good at texting and driving, because that's less distracting than your.
Oh, I had
used
the
to.
full
You had
booklet.
the
I had the
right.
full book while I was driving a stick.
I had it on the
Driving
dash.
a
had a
stick,
stick
shift.
I started with a stick shift. too.
Going like this.
Did you
going
have
with
the
I can
booklet
text
and the
driving, it's no
behind the
big deal.
CD?
I had the
Yes.
Yeah.
You had the whole setup.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
you gotta pull it out. Somebody want to look through it. Oh, it's
Yep.
track
Yeah.
two, written by,
Mm-hmm.
drive, get
Whole
on
Yeah.
the freeway.
When you met
And you gotta
somebody,
read, you gotta
would-
read the lyrics every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
What did they
You
say?
met somebody. That was your first
Yeah.
assessment of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they
Yeah.
got,
Absolutely.
how well the book is kept.
Right.
Like they got a book that's huge, but the CDs don't go all the way
Yeah.
to the back. Why do you have this book?
I
so
would.
big?
I had the
Right.
book, but then like I had like the Netflix top 10
You had on the
in
visor.
on the visor.
Oh, you had the visor
the
sleeve.
the heavy rotation. I don't
Yeah.
want to go digging. for
Yeah, because
that.
I had that one too. The one you put on the
Yeah.
visor.
I
remember
lost
my
mine
first,
because my dad the car, like I had this old '88 Chevy S10 that was like my first car, and I thought it was like my car, and then I graduated from high school, and my dad just sold the car. Like I came home one day and the car was gone. He stole it to his friend. He sold it to his friend.
Stole it to his friend?
Yeah, no, he sold it to his friend with my CDs in it.
Oh.
And he was like, "Yeah, I mean, it wasn't your
Did
car."
you get the
I
CDs back?
learned-
Did you pull up on Subway?
No.
Be like, yeah, man, get the peppers out the back.
Yeah. That's such a dad move though that I just like I came home one day and I was like, I don't have a vehicle now.
That's hilarious.
It looks like I'm
It
gonna be
is.
paying
That's black parents type of stuff.
It is.
$250 a month on my
Yeah.
on my Hyundai Elantra. It's what we
Black
bought.
parents be making you feel like your whole existence.
You ain't got nothing. This
You
my
have
stuff.
nothing.
You
Like
have nothing.
Yeah.
they taking the doors off the hinges. You can't lock the door.
Can't do that.
Ain't no privacy.
I did you a favor by bringing you into this
Yes.
world.
Oh yeah, I can take you out.
I did you the
Yeah.
favor.
Man,
Now it's time to recoup.
you mad at me for being
Like we
hungry.
asked. Like, hey, can you conceive me? Come on. You got to pay me back, though.
Pay your own
I
hospital
want
bill.
everything. Yo.
Oh my God, I don't buy all
Like
this
we
stuff.
asked them. Like, can you conceive me, guys? You two. I like you guys together. Can y'all conceive me? Sure. But you
You're
gonna
matching
owe
it
us,
up.
though. With interest.
That's what my dad did when I was in college. I remember I didn't have enough money, and I went to financial aid, and they were like, did the little qualifications. They're like, oh, your parents should pay. And I was like, but they're not. And they were like, the government says they should. So I told my dad, he was like, I could get you up to high school.
It's like,
All I can offer
You-
you is
you
a
on your
place
own,
to
Playboy.
live and food. Ain't nobody
Dang,
told you you
ain't
can go to
nobody-
the military.
You go- yeah.
You can go to community college.
You go to Fort
But I'm
Fatigue.
not taking out no loans.
Man,
He was not-
That's
he was-
hilarious.
Ain't nobody told you to go to college.
I had you in high school. Though. Middle school was a stretch. Now you want college?
yeah.
Man, get out of here, man.
Melissa's dad was taking out loans.
Yeah.
She had scholarships. She had a computer.
That's because he had a six-pack.
Melissa's dad.
Her daddy had a
Yeah.
six pack.
Man, plus 50.
But how old was he? Because
Shred.
dads were like 32 back then.
You shredded. You just
Like,
got
you can,
money
you can have a
coming
six
in.
pack at 32.
Huh?
How old was he?
He was, when she was in college.
Maybe
see,
like
her-
38.
No, she was, her dad is 20 years older than her. On
So
the
she
dot.
was 18.
He was 38.
38?
38.
But
you
no,
can have
but
a six pack.
he didn't have
it.
the. Tony's talking about later
Oh,
in
he
life.
had it. He has it.
He
He
got
had
it
it when he
now.
was past 50. He don't have it now.
He like 70. Oh, he has it today.
He had, I'm talking about rock hard abs. Serious
He was
business.
washing the college money on his ass. How much you need? There you go. Put this in as the first payment, the first installment.
Oh. All right, that's enough for this episode. They're only 30 minutes because Audio Boom ain't paying. Well, shoot.
Oh.
Don't, Greg, take that part out. But the podcast company ain't got no bread. So 30 minutes and you enjoy it. All right, we'll be talking a little bit longer on the Patreon. You would know that if you're on here. We're having a great time. These people ain't at work. I mean, they at work, but they ain't working. They like Cornelia and her job.
Yeah. Dang. Dang.
Follow the comedians Cornelia Stradwick, Dustin Nickerson, and Tony the Baker. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.